DNC Rain Music presents. Do you often find your mind cluttered with thoughts? Welcome to the world of mind clutter. It's that constant chatter in your head, the swirling tornado of ideas, worries, and to-do lists that can leave you feeling overwhelmed. This mental clutter can be a considerable obstacle to focus, productivity, and even your overall mental health. It's like trying to see through a dust storm. Everything is obscured, and it's hard to know which way to go. But what if there was a way to clear the air, to still the storm? The importance of emptying your mind from distracting thoughts cannot be overstated. By doing so, you can regain clarity, enhance your productivity, and improve your mental wellness. In this video, we will guide you through a simple process to help you empty your mind and regain your focus. So, buckle up and get ready to embark on a journey towards a clearer, calmer mind. So, what exactly is mindfulness, you may ask? Well, it's a term that's been buzzing around a lot recently, but it's not some trendy fad. It's a practice that has been around for centuries, rooted in Buddhist meditation. At its core, mindfulness is the act of being fully present, aware of where we are and what we're doing, and not being overly reactive or overwhelmed by what's happening around us. Think of it as taking a mental step back to observe your life from a distance, instead of being swept up in your daily routine. Now, why is mindfulness relevant when we're discussing mind clutter? Because it's like a soothing balm to our overactive minds. It teaches us to focus on the here and now, instead of being entangled in thoughts about the past or worries about the future. This doesn't mean that you should suppress or ignore your thoughts, not at all. It's about acknowledging these thoughts, and then letting them go, bringing your attention back to the present moment. It's about acceptance, accepting your thoughts, your feelings, your current situation, without judgment or criticism. You see, when our minds are cluttered with countless thoughts, it's easy to feel overwhelmed, anxious, and stressed out. But practicing mindfulness can help us manage this mind clutter more effectively. It can increase our ability to focus, decrease stress levels, and improve our overall mental well-being. Moreover, research has shown that mindfulness can physically change our brains, increasing the density of the prefrontal cortex, the part of the brain responsible for awareness, concentration, and decision-making. So, how do you practice mindfulness? It can be as simple as focusing on your breath, noticing the sensations in your body, or even just fully engaging in a task at hand, like washing the dishes or walking in the park. Remember, mindfulness is not about emptying the mind completely, but about focusing on the present moment and accepting it without judgment. It's about training your mind to be more attentive, more aware, and ultimately, more at peace. The first step to empty your mind is acknowledging your thoughts. It's like greeting a frequent visitor, an old friend. You don't have to shut the door on them or try to push them away. Instead, welcome them in. Thoughts are not your enemy. They are a natural part of your mental landscape. Picture them as clouds passing in the sky. Some are fluffy and light, others dark and heavy. They come and they go. The sky doesn't fight the clouds, it simply lets them be. In the same way, when a thought enters your mind, acknowledge it. You might say to yourself, I notice I'm having the thought that. This simple act of recognition can be surprisingly powerful. It's a signal to your brain that you're paying attention. Acknowledging your thoughts isn't about making them go away. It's about understanding their nature, their patterns, their rhythm, like learning the dance of your thoughts, the comings and goings, the ebb and flow. By acknowledging your thoughts, you can begin to understand the patterns of your mind clutter. And this understanding is the first step towards a clearer, more peaceful mind. The next step is practicing mindful breathing. This practice is all about focusing your attention on your breath, the inhale and exhale. It's an exercise that's as simple as it sounds, yet its impact on your mind is profound. So, how do you practice mindful breathing? Start by finding a comfortable position. It could be sitting in a chair, lying down, or even standing. The key is to find a position where you can be relaxed yet alert. Now, close your eyes. This helps to minimize external distractions and allows you to focus inward. Once you're settled, turn your attention to your breathing. You don't need to alter your breath in any way. Just notice it. Notice the sensation of the air as it enters your nostrils, fills your lungs, and then leaves your body again. Pay attention to how your belly rises and falls with each breath. Feel the rhythm of your breathing, its pace, its depth. Is it shallow or deep, fast or slow? There's no right or wrong here. Just observe without judgment. As you focus on your breath, you might notice that your mind starts to wander. That's perfectly normal. When it happens, Just gently bring your attention back to your breath. Remember, the goal isn't to empty your mind of thoughts, but rather to notice when your mind has wandered and to bring it back again and again. Focusing on your breath in this way anchors you in the present moment. It pulls you away from the clutter of thoughts about the past or the future and brings you into the here and now. This is where peace resides. By practicing mindful breathing, you're training your mind to become more focused and less easily distracted. You're learning to create space between you and your thoughts so you can observe them without getting caught up in them. Mindful breathing is a simple yet powerful tool to help you regain control of your thoughts. It's a practice you can use anytime, anywhere to bring calm and clarity to your mind. And remember, like any skill, the more you practice, the better you'll get. Mindful breathing is a simple yet powerful tool to help you regain control of your thoughts. Now, let's visualize those thoughts. Imagine yourself sitting in a vast open field. Above you, the sky is a clear, vibrant blue. This is your mind, peaceful and uncluttered. Now, picture your thoughts as clouds, each one unique and distinct, floating across the expanse of your mind's sky. When a thought arises, it's like a cloud forming. It may start small, then grow, change shape, and eventually dissipate. Some thoughts are like fluffy white clouds, light and easy to let pass. Others might be like dark, stormy clouds, heavy with emotion or worry. But remember, just like clouds, thoughts are transient. They form, they shift, they pass by. Visualizing your thoughts in this way can be an effective tool for creating distance between you and your thoughts. By seeing them as separate entities that come and go, you can begin to detach from them, to observe them without getting swept up in them. It's like you're lying in that field, watching the clouds go by, but not chasing after them, not trying to change them, simply observing. This visualization technique can help reduce mind clutter by promoting a more mindful approach to your thought patterns. Instead of becoming entangled in your thoughts, you're learning to let them flow naturally, like clouds moving across the sky. You're not trying to empty your mind, but rather to let it be filled with a calm, detached awareness. The more you practice this visualization, the easier it will become to let your thoughts come and go without clinging to them or being affected by them. You'll be able to observe your thoughts without judgment, to acknowledge them without becoming attached, and to let them pass by without leaving any residue. So the next time you find your mind cluttered with thoughts, take a moment to close your eyes, imagine that clear blue sky, and see your thoughts for what they are. Just clouds passing by. Don't try to clear the sky, don't try to control the weather, just let the clouds come and go and enjoy the peaceful tranquility of the open sky. Remember, thoughts are just thoughts, they come and go like clouds in the sky. Let's summarize what we've learned. Our minds can often become cluttered with thoughts that distract us from our focus. It's like a noisy marketplace where each thought is a loud vendor vying for our attention. But we've learned that we can bring order to this chaos, and the first step towards doing that is acknowledging our thoughts. Acknowledging our thoughts means accepting that they exist without trying to suppress them or judge them. It's about being aware of each thought as it arises and saying to it, "I see you, but I choose not to engage with you now." By doing this, we prevent our thoughts from controlling us, and we become the ones in control. Next up, we've talked about the importance of mindful breathing. This practice is like an anchor that keeps our minds from drifting away in the sea of distracting thoughts. When we focus on our breath, we bring our attention back to the present moment. We inhale calmness and exhale distractions. Remember, our breath is always with us, a constant companion on our journey towards a clearer mind. Finally, we've discussed the technique of visualizing our thoughts. This is a powerful way to detach ourselves from our thoughts and observe them from a distance. We can imagine our thoughts as clouds passing by in the sky or leaves floating down a stream. This helps us realize that our thoughts are transient and that we don't have to get caught up in them. Now, these are not one-off techniques. To truly benefit from them, we need to incorporate them into our daily routine. It's like going to the gym for your mind. The more you train, the stronger it gets. With these simple steps, you can start your journey towards a clearer mind and a more focused life. Remember, a little practice goes a long way. Subscribe to our channel for more techniques to help you unwind before studying and sleeping. Until next time, keep listening to the soothing rhythm of the raindrops and find peace within.